What's up, my model building friends? It's Brian, and we're doing a bench update on take that back, count them, four different builds. We're going to start off with the cancer awareness build. This isn't an update specifically on this guy here, of course. We're just kind of showing you that we do have the body in paint, and I really like how that looks. If you turn it one way, it looks like the colors almost match, but if you turn it another way, it's very, very different. I really like how that looks. It's very cool. So down here we did a TS76, that's the mica silver. And then up here on social media I had posted that we used TS38 gunmetal. Turns out I actually used TS42 light gunmetal. There was too much contrast between the colors, I felt. So I did the light gunmetal. And I should have remembered that because 42 is the answer to all questions in the universe, according to Hitchhiker's Guide. But yeah, this guy's looking really, really good. I want to do one more pass of, I'm going to do a quick mask job, do one more pass over the roof. And the hood, which is AWOL right now, I don't know where that got off to, but we do have a little bit of an overspray right here on the molding. I'm going to see if I can't clean that up. And then we get to do the tail lights. That should be a lot of fun. The instructions are like, yep, just paint those this color. I'm like, okay. But at least the bezels stay body color. And then let's see here. Oh, we got to put on our blue violet stripe, which will go right down the center. Right down the center. That will be our ribbon color for that. So I showed pictures to my brother. He said that not doing the stripes is great. It should be just fine. The two-tone's looking really good. Okay, so who's got a good memory here? Raise your hand. Good, because I hope you remember this guy. This is the 32 Ford that we were struggling with way back when. And I saw that, I think it was Zippy's Garage had busted out one of these builds in like, I don't know, 4 days or whatever. I'm like, ugh. you know how that goes. But again, we were struggling with this one here a little bit. But this is what's slowing me up here is the clear coat. We have some trash in there. Can you see that? Camera, please focus. Thank you. And yeah, so we got that on the lid there. I thought about, oh, I could just polish that out, and then I saw this. I don't know how I did this, but I short shot my my clear on there, so that won't polish out. So we got to redo it. And I'm like, it's fine. We'll just give her a light sand and do it all over again. Trunk lid has some junk in it too. It's got some junk on the trunk rather than in it. And the hood, the whole thing, it's the lint mobile right now, I think is the best way to say that. Speaking of good memories, let's see how many of you remember this guy. This one right here, the Johan 1970 Olds Toronado. We finally got this guy in some color, and we're using this guy right here, Olympic Gold, number SP295. This is a GM color, if I remember correctly, and it looks stunning. It's beautiful on here. Let me just back out just a teensy bit there. There we go. And some light. There we go. But yeah, this is a beautiful color. It's looking really good. There is a couple little teeny bits of trash in the paint, I think up here on the hood in the front. Yep, right in there. But we'll get those sanded out and do one more pass of color, and then we'll be ready for clear. I got a little bit up here on the trunk too. So yeah, so we'll be ready for clear on that, and we're really thinking that once we get some clear on this thing, it's going to pop like a firework. One thing to mention though, I am very, very pleased to see this after doing the priming and a couple passes of color. Look at that. The script on there is still beautiful. It's nicely raised up. We're going to be very, very happy with that. Check out the turn signal or the side marker lights. Those look really, really good, nice and crisp. I'm understanding why people like Johan kits now, So oh, and the symbol up here on the, there we go, on the C-pillar, that looks good. And I had to do a little bit of body work right back here. There was a weirdness going on with the plastic where I actually had like one of those lines that shows up when you do the primer. I'm glad I did the primer. I'm glad I did the primer in that ash color it's what Splash Paints calls their white primer, quote unquote, but it's actually got a little bit of a gray to it. And Sam says he mixes that up specifically so that you'll know when you're looking at your car body that you'll if you see any type of issues or whatever, they'll actually be more present and apparent than if you use just straight white primer. And I tend to agree. So that looks really good. I'm pretty stoked about it. So one more pass of color for that dude, and he's going to go into clear. So that's going to be sitting behind the 32 in line for the clear. And now for the Pro Street. Here we go. Here's our Super B we're working on, the 1970 Dodge Coronet Super B by AMT. So this is the kit bash, the internal kit bash, as some people are referring to it as, because it was like, and this all the evidence points to this being true, that somebody at AMT had just gone through parts bins and took out things and was like, this needs this, this needs this, this needs that. So we have it in Go Mango from Splash Paints. And where's our partner? There he goes, 171. There we go. Beautiful color. We were doing a little bit of wet sanding here and there because we had our airbrush was kind of loading up and spitting a little bit here and there. So just a little bit of wet sanding here and there. So when we got the body wet, man, that color, the pearl in this just pops. It just freaking sings. So I can't wait to get clear on this thing because it's going to bring it alive. It looks kind of cool like this too, in this satin orange color. That's kind of slick. I do like a flat orange, flat oranges and flat blues. I do like those. But we do have the chassis in color now, and that looked that came out really nice. It sprayed really nicely. And got the firewall in color. We had several comments on one of our videos about this build saying that you really need to just do the body color on the interior, the engine bay interior as well, because just doing a black interior this wasn't going to look good. So we heated that and went along with it. Now I did sand off some wiring that was on the inside of the engine bay, both of the fender walls. And I did delete the I think it's this side. Yeah, I deleted the water bottle that was supposed to go up there. I filled in the hole and then went on with that. And then our core support, again, sanded off some parts here and there. And then let's see, oh yeah, and we have a roll bar in color, so we're going to clear coat this also and then come back and do the padding. And then our little chin, I'm not even sure what this is supposed to be called, but in the back it's a roll pan, but in the front I don't remember what it's called. But I got our chin bit there. One little thing that we actually went about doing on this guy, and see if I have enough time to do this, I think so, to show this, is we did add some little styrene blocks down in there. Can you see them by my thumb? I'm sorry about this not being very, very cooperative focus-wise, but yeah, there's a better shot. So we added those little styrene blocks in there. We mocked everything together, interior, all stuff, put it together, and then figured out where this bit's supposed to go in and attach to everything. And then we added in those styrene blocks so that that chin piece will actually fit and have a place to glue up to, rather than this very, very thin edge right here. So we added more gluing surface to it, plus a little bit of support so it doesn't pop back up inside there. So there we go. That is the bench update on 4 separate builds. All of them very close to my heart. I wish we could get them done faster, but we really want this guy to be really good. We want that guy down here to be really nice. We want this Mustang build here to be top notch for our friend's stepson. And yeah, and that Toronado, that just needs to, that thing just needs to be treated with all grace. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. You guys have a great rest of your day. We'll talk to you a little bit later on, and we'll see you next one. Bye now.